Hello, tribe mates. Welcome to another exciting episode of transfer news and Chelsea news in general, right here on Chelsea Tribe Africa. As always, my name Prince Hamdan, the Prince of Chelsea. Guys, it's been a while. We talked about, Chelsea news, transfers, and all of that. And as you know, there's been a lot happening in the camp of Chelsea. But before then, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're watching for the first time. And also smash that like button. It will help the video. We also have a Telegram channel right now where we have a lot more, news going on. Live news going on right there. So please make sure you follow, you subscribe to the Telegram channel as well. Link in the description as well. Right. So guys, we'll be talking about Gallagher, Atletico Madrid, Joao Felix, and also Osimhen as well. Mikel Obi has also been speaking about the Chelsea team. Lukaku is also in the news as well. Ugochukwu is also going on loan. Raheem Sterling is also in the news as well. We'll be bringing you up to speed with all of these happenings around the biggest club in the world, Chelsea FC. My name is Prince Hamdan, as always. Right, so guys, we've all followed the Gallagher news, which was really not exciting to have, a player being, going up and down just to have his, future secured. It started with Gallagher not wanting to leave, Chelsea trying to force him out. He finally accepting. Now he went to Atletico, lodged in a hotel, training alone. And at the end of the day, the deal couldn't go through, couldn't finalize. He had to come back to London. And that was particularly disturbing for the camp of Gallagher because for him, he had, done his part of the bargain. It was just left with the clubs to proceed with what would, make the deal come true. But then, unfortunately, it didn't go. And that had a lot to do with Omoro Dion's deal falling apart in the latter part of the deal. And also because it was more like, scratch my back, let me scratch your back kind of a deal. But unfortunately, Omoro Dion had to go back and Gallagher also had to come back. But later on, Chelsea expressed interest in Joao Felix, who also wants to come to Chelsea. I mean, that is always important. When the player wants the team, then it is more exciting because you can see him doing very well and doing his best to help the team. But unfortunately, there's still been up and downs with the Joao Felix deal as well, which is now also tied back to the Gallagher deal. So the Gallagher deal now, it's more dependent on the Joao Felix deal. If the Chelsea is able to secure the Joao Felix deal, it means that the Gallagher deal might also be secured or might also go through. And you guys understand, the financial fair play and also the other rules of the transfer. So basically, that is what both teams are trying to do. They're all trying to make sure their interests are being met. Joao Felix has been to Chelsea on loan. We've all seen how he performed. And now him coming back on a permanent deal will be a great service to the club. And so for me, I think it is a good move. The only issue has to do with, on this particular deal, has to do with the fees. I think the transfer fee. Atletico Madrid won something over 50 million euro. But Chelsea is not willing to pay that much for Joao Felix. Chelsea actually wants something similar to the Omoro Dion deal, something around 45 million thereabout. But stocks are still ongoing from news that is coming in. The deal is getting very close to being completed, being done at the moment. So we are very hopeful that within the weekend, the deal will go through and Gallagher, the frustration in the camp of Gallagher will be over and he will be joining Atletico de Madrid over the weekend or early next week. So we are all hopeful. We all want to see this deal go through because there have been issues with the Chelsea squad. Though we have a lot of players, but the quality of the first team squad is still not what we want. So, bringing more experienced players would definitely help. Even with regards to the quality of the squad, Mikel Obi has also been talking about it to the extent that he called, or he spoke with the sporting director of Chelsea and told him how unimpressed he was with the quality of or the depth of our squad. And what he was told was that it is a long-term plan, so they shouldn't worry. But then, I mean, Mikel, just like every Chelsea fan, wants trophies. We want the club to win, at least. Not even winning, but then being in a very respectable position. And I know that it's the same thing you also want for Chelsea FC. So basically, a lot of, as I said in one of our videos, a lot of the top hierarchy of Chelsea community is not really excited, is not really enthused about, you know, our squad going into the season. But we are really hopeful that we will be able to augment this squad before probably the transfer window is over. And talking about augmenting the squad, Victor Osimhen deal is still on, but still dragging its feet. The bigger picture is that we are very hopeful that Osimhen is going to come to Chelsea. All strings being pulled from left, right, center. And also Napoli has interest in Chelsea's players. And so for me, I think at the end of the day, I see this deal pulling through towards the end of the transfer window. Though it is not going to be easy. I think the Victor Osimhen deal is one of the most, you know, the longest deal Chelsea has been in trying to sign Victor Osimhen. But we are very hopeful that Osimhen is going to come to, boost our striking department and make it even more fierce and, you know, and scary. You know, that is the kind of attack Chelsea should have going into this season, because we all know EPL, there are no jokes. You just have to be serious with your stuff, right? So the deal of Victor Osimhen is still hanging. So as Lukaku's as well, because in between time there were talks of Napoli actually wanting Lukaku and Casadei in place of Osimhen, and also with some cash to go with. But then that deal fell apart because I feel it wouldn't have been a fair deal. So the swap deal right now is off the table. Both Lukaku and Osimhen are treated separately now, with Chelsea really trying to get Victor Osimhen and Napoli also trying to get the man Lukaku, the King Luka himself, right? So it is still dragging. Hopefully, we will get Victor Osimhen, and hopefully we'll be able to offload Lukaku as well, right? So basically, that is it with the news regarding Osimhen. Hopefully Osimhen will be coming to Chelsea. Very hopeful. And Joao Felix as well, hopefully, would also be coming to Chelsea. But then the deals are still, you know, inching closer to completion, right? And also in the news, remember I spoke about Ugochukwu in one of our videos being a player to look out for, one of the youngsters to actually look out for. Ugochukwu has been, his loan deal to Southampton has been completed, and Chelsea actually didn't sell him outright because he is a player Chelsea is actually having a lot of, you know, believe in towards the future, a lot of hopes in towards the future that he will develop and become one of our top players. Because even in the preseason, he was one of our top scorers, though he had very few minutes to play. So for me, I think he's a player to watch out for in the Chelsea squad going forward into the future. So that is Ugochukwu right now. He's at loan at Southampton, the newly promoted EPL club. Southampton is where Ugochukwu will play for now in this season. Right, Raheem Sterling, you know, one of the top players when it comes to EPL, but hasn't really been consistent in Chelsea over the past few games and few. I think last season, not very consistent, but he still part of the Chelsea team. But then there are talks that Juventus is very much interested in Raheem Sterling, and also wanting to offload him to Juventus, right? Because now we have man like Neto, who is definitely going to be in the starting team, right? So it is very possible that Raheem Sterling might not be getting a lot of playing time because of his inconsistency, and would be better for him to actually go to Juventus. And also Chelsea is interested in Federico Chiesa of Juventus. Chelsea is also interested in him. There are talks of the two teams swapping players, and Federico Chiesa coming to Chelsea, while Raheem Sterling go to Juventus. If you remember, Chiesa was a very instrumental player in the Italian side that played for the just ended Euros. He was a very, very, very important player in the team. So for me, I think he's a player to look out for, should he be able to join Chelsea. So basically, guys, that is the news. Let us know what you think with regards to the news around Chelsea and all of that. And also, finally, Omari Kellyman is back after a short injury before we went for preseason. Right now, he's picking up. He's back at the training with the Chelsea development team, trying to pick himself back up. Will he be staying in Chelsea, or will he be going on loan? Time will definitely tell. And also, Ben Chilwell, Enzo Maresca have been talking about Ben Chilwell and saying that it will be better for him to leave because he still haven't identified where he's going to play Ben Chilwell. For me, I don't know, but probably it's just a nice way to tell Chilwell that he doesn't fit in his squad. So let's see what where Ben Chilwell will be going to, whether he has some other considerations aside Chelsea as well. So guys, that's the news we have for you at this hour. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're watching for the first time, and don't forget to tell us where you are watching from, which part of Africa. Chelsea Tribe Africa is an African thing. Which part of the continent you are watching us from? Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. Big shout out to all our Ugandan friends. Uganda, I remember one of my very good Ugandan friends in the YouTube channel said we have been mentioning other countries, but I've not mentioned Uganda. So big shout out to all Ugandans. Big shout out to Nigeria. Big shout out to Ghana, South Sudan. Big shout out to South Africa. I can't mention all the names. Big shout out to every African Chelsea fan that is watching us right now. Let us also know your prediction. We have a big game ahead tomorrow, so please let us know your predictions of the game as well. What do you think is going to happen in that particular game? Guys, thank you for watching. Until the next episode, peace. We out.